My name is Audrey. I am the president of the University of Stirling's Drama Society and the producer for our program tonight. A few house rules and house announcements before we get started. In case you didn't notice, in case of an emergency, we have the emergency exit noticed in the green lighting. Please make sure there is no flash photography tonight, as we don't want to distract any of our actors. Please make sure you silence your cell phones as well, although we love hearing your lovely ringtones, just not during the performance. And in case you haven't noticed, we have these little QR codes on the wall. One of these shows will be going to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival this fall. And we would love to hear your feedback on what shows you liked, any comments, shout-outs, anything you'd like. So we have those QR codes available after the show. We would love to hear back from you guys. And we will be having a 15-minute intermission in between the 4 pieces tonight, in which you can send a lovely little thing that we're calling our Candygrams, which you can buy a concession, write a little note to your favorite cast or tech member, and it will get delivered to them during the first or second act. So last final thing, each of our directors will say a little bit about their piece before they begin, and without further ado, please enjoy the show. Thank you.
You never realize the moment that your dignity, freedom, and will to live vanish. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's rewind a few weeks to the start of my ultimate demise. Some mistakes, only hitting the next morning, buying sushi from a petrol station, trusting autocorrect, and in my case, signing a legally binding relationship contract while drunk on a 10-year-old Lefroy.
I'm too hungover for this. Congratulations. You're now in a legally binding relationship contract with Iris. Please read the terms carefully. Oh no.
Morning. Sleep well?
Please, I'm not in the mood for your chirpiness because apparently I've signed away my free will last night.
Once upon a time, I used to like her chirpiness.
I prefer a mutually agreed upon structure for a successful relationship.
I never agreed to this when I accepted that engagement ring. I mean, who even writes a relationship contract?
Someone who got tired by arguing whose turn it is to do the dishes all the time.
Oh, dishes, huh? Let's have a look at this. Maximum of 3 backseat driving comments per car ride. Thermostat settings are non-negotiable. Oh, no phone use during movie nights. Like, there's an entire section on the rules of tea making.
Tea making's a serious business. Clause 15A states that order of tea must be tea bag, boiling water, milk, and then sugar if desired. I mean, we're not savages. And hey, I included a dispute resolution clause.
Clause 2B. All renegotiations must be settled in the presence of an agreed-upon mediator? Please tell me what mediator.
Already called Mia. We're meeting her on Sunday.
I should have run, but did I? No, I did not.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine, I demand a mediation.
Mia, my ex-girlfriend, Iris's best friend, she hangs up tea bags to dry and then uses them again. Enough said. So, what do you do when you realize you made a terrible, legally binding mistake? You seek legal counsel. Or if you're broke like me, you meet your best friend in a cafe that gives out a shortbread with their coffee and hope for the best.
This is literally the only good thing in my life right now.
You're engaged.
Meet Sam, my go-to for bad decisions. Perfect for the mission.
Exactly.
So anyways, let me get this straight. You signed a legally binding relationship contract, and now you want my help to break it.
Correct?
And your plan is?
I don't know. Find loopholes, burn the contract, fake my own death. Any suggestions?
Well, good news is that clause 7b states any amendments to this contract must be made under fair legal proceedings. Ever considered hiring an actual lawyer?
Ben! He took one semester of contract law, right? That totally counts.
He may as well be Judge Judy. Anyone else?
Nope.
Well, I guess he's the only option.
Now, you might be wondering, why doesn't he hire a proper lawyer? But remember, at this point, there was a broke graduate looking for a job in finance.
I'm looking for a man in finance. Trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes.
Very funny, Sam crew. Anyway, at this point, me and Sam called Ben and waited for him to arrive.
Let's burn this contract to the ground.
Isn't that illegal?
It's a relationship contract. Is the contract even legal?
It's 2030, mate. People have the freedom to create anything, even legally binding relationship contracts.
Yep, Freedom of Contract Act 2027. You sign it, you live by it.
And you, unfortunately, cannot create a contract to get rid of this one, as clause 16a states this contract cannot be made void by any other contract.
Remember Mia, the one who drives the tea bags? Well, I'm at her house now where the madness thrives.
Oh my god, hi, babes. It's so good to see you.
Wait. What is that?
It's a tea drying rack, Alex.
You knew about this?
She's very eco-conscious.
No. This isn't eco-conscious. This is witchcraft.
Tea bags have a second, third, and even fourth life. Now you're done being so dramatic.
Okay. Can we just all agree that this contract is bull? And could you stop being so dramatic?
Oh, sweetie, this is me being normal.
You're drying tea bags.
It's called being sustainable.
Okay, fine. Guys, we just agreed clause 5C is just out of line. Forced bear hugs on demand, no exceptions. Usually, I'd be fine with that, but after your yoga class?
Excuse me, at least I don't wear lace Africa.
Okay, no, it's lace iced chill. How many times do I have to tell you?
Oh, wow, okay. Let's see. Clause 5C, bear hugs on demand. Yep, that's legally solid.
Legally solid, it's a war crime.
More like a peace treaty.
I could actually feel my freedom slipping away.
Okay, let's talk amendments. Clause 4C, Iris is entitled to the last slice of pizza, no exceptions. To be fair, babes, that's unconstitutional.
Objection. Relationship law is a different legal system. That clause stands.
Over my dead body.
Speaking of, Clause 9A, in times of illness, Alex must accept Iris's home remedies without protest.
No. She tried to cure my flu with a kale smoothie once. It tasted like sadness and regret.
And yet, you survived.
Okay, now for the real controversy, Clause 12D. Each party is entitled to one get out of jail free card per month.
What does that even mean?
talk about once a month, then you can't hold it against me. It's about grace in a relationship.
So, if you say, forget my birthday,
Boom. Card play.
Iris never remembered my birthday.
this is a dictatorship.
And I love it. But legally, I'd say you need some leverage.
The negotiation lasted until sunset and were in full effect the next morning. I should have run.
Clause 6C, stirring should be counterclockwise.
Seriously?
We agreed that counterclockwise ensures an even distribution of sugar granules. It's basic science.
You know what's basic science? Clockwise stirs the sugar in.
It's not like it's the Declaration of Independence.
But it is legal. Clause 4B, all meals must be consumed at the table like a civilized human.
A civilized human doesn't make a relationship contract.
It's just an apple.
Rules are rules. Clause 4E, no phone use during meals.
This isn't a meal. This is an apple!
No, meal by definition, any of the regular occasions in a day when an amount of food is eaten.
You know what I'm wondering is, why wasn't there a rule like banning smugness before noon?
Clause 6E, no excessive slurping. I see what you're doing.
Oh, do you?
You're testing the limits of the contract.
I'm testing the limits of my sanity.
You know, Clause 10A states that breaking 3 minor rules in succession is considered an act of defiance.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What's the punishment?
You must compliment me. Sincerely, without sarcasm.
That's a cruel and unnecessary punishment.
Rules are rules.
Okay. You are very organized.
Not good enough. More heartfelt.
You're very thoughtful, and your hair is annoyingly perfect.
And there it was. I'd lost my dignity.
See? That wasn't so hard, was it?
I need to see Sam.
Clause 15C. All parties must gain the other party's permission before visiting a third party.
I unfortunately had to go to work at the local Iceland. But all I wanted was floor time, a sacred ritual where I lay flat and reconsider every decision that led me there. And the best floor? Sam's house. So I went there after work, and Iris couldn't stop me. You better not tell her. No one likes a snitch.
If it isn't delivery guy, blow it again.
Hi.
I know. It's pathetic. Showing up at my friend's house unannounced. But hey, at least I changed out of my work clothes. Don't judge the jolly catchers with the mini shirt. I want some emotional break.
You do know what a door is, right? You could have just called before showing up in the house like a stray cat.
Stray cats don't have legal battles with their significant others. That's just some underground feline court I don't know about.
Sam was used to my nonsense, but This was a whole new level of existential crisis.
All right, spill. What did Iris do now? Did she draft some proper sleeping position clause into the contract? Still a finish that lock?
Worse, she made me give her a compliment.
Shock. Horror.
No, I think I'm being serious here, Sam. I don't feel like myself. Every morning I wake up and I'm terrified of what clause I'm going to break before breakfast.
So, what is it you're actually saying?
I don't know.
And have you told her?
She'd probably schedule a mediation session and invite me up.
Right. Alex, it sounds to me like you're miserable. Do you even want to be with Iris anymore?
I don't know.
And that, right there, was the first time I didn't have an answer to that question.
You do know you don't have to keep fighting this, right? You're allowed to just walk away.
You said it yourself. It's a legally binding contract.
All right. Just, let's sit down. Chill out. We'll watch some bad reality TV. And just forget about it.
You always know what to say.
It's a gift.
This was the happiest moment I had during the contract. Now, I'm off to get some shortbread. Don't let anything dramatic happen while I'm gone.
If you have something to say, Sam, just say it.
Fine. What the hell is wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Alex is miserable. And I don't mean stressed or a little bit overwhelmed. I mean miserable. It all started because of this blooming contract.
Look, if Alex has a problem, he can speak to me about it. It doesn't need you fighting his battles for him.
You see, that's the thing. Because of you in this contract, Alex doesn't feel like he can talk to you about it. But as his fiancée, you should be the first person he talks to about it.
I am the first person he talks to.
Oh, really? So why did he open my door last night in tears, thinking he can't go on?
I don't need a lecture from you on how to love Alex.
Love? You call that love? Because from here, it looks like ownership.
Look, I know you don't believe me, but I didn't make the contract to make him unhappy. Having structure, it keeps me from spiraling, okay? It keeps the demons inside my head at bay.
Whatever the reason. It's emotional coercion and guilt tripping. The contract encourages Alex's inner demons.
So, there I was having some quality floor time when Iris walked in. At least I got shortbread this time to keep me sane. therapist than you.
Woe's me.
You look tense.
Gee, I wonder why.
Could it be because you're in the middle of a legal feud against your own relationship? Truce? Just for tonight?
Truce? I declared war. Never.
Fine. Truce.
What is wrong with her? Last time we talked, she was insistent on the rules.
Look, I never meant to make you miserable. Just having structure, it makes me feel safe.
Safe.
Yeah. Relationships are messy, and I thought maybe if we had rules, wouldn't be.
Relationships are messy. Things need to be a choice, not an obligation. Honestly, I'm not sure if you and I will work out after this.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Here,
What's this? A bride?
it's home-baked shortbread. It's a peace offering. Look, can we just have one night without any more contract talk? No negotiations or clauses, just us.
Fine, but only because I'm hungry and because it's shortbread.
Speaking of, don't know if you in the audience have any shortbread. No? Well, I hope the next audience is better.
Hypothetically, if we were to rewrite the contract, would you agree to a mandatory one cuddling session per week?
Iris, that lasted all of 5 minutes.
I said hypothetically.
Hypothetically, we could hug when we feel like it. No contract necessary. Revolutionary concept, I know.
That night felt like progress. No contracts, no legal battle, just us. Of course, nothing with Iris ever stayed simple for long.
One week later.
That night felt like progress. Turns out that progress has a return policy.
Why is Ben here? I thought we were just playing video games.
Look, Alex, your relationship with Iris has deteriorated again. You really need to take this thing to court, Adam.
Do we really have to, though? I mean, it's a relationship contract.
Mate, Mia's in full floor time mode.
Oh, for fuck.
He's in floor time mode. Things must be real bad.
I mean, we have to go to court! Court! With lawyers and witnesses, all that jazz.
Yeah. Turns out legally binding contracts are, well, legally binding.
And, well, unless we can find a loophole, you're going to be stuck in Iris's contracted embrace forever.
Or worse, weekly relationship check-in reports.
Should I get my girlfriend, Ben?
Yeah, but I don't want weekly relationship check-in reports.
Okay, guys, do we have literally any legal ground to stand on? Like, literally anything?
We could argue emotional distress.
Or that the contract was signed under the influence?
That's good. No. That's great. I had like 4, maybe 5 drams. I was definitely under the influence.
Darius had 3, meaning she wasn't of sound mind either. Meaning,
The contract was invalid.
Unless Iris had a clause that prevented intoxicated signing.
Clause 16A. Any amendment whilst intoxicated remain valid unless all parties intoxicated were equally intoxicated and can provide proof.
We're doomed!
No. We just need to find a different approach.
We could argue emotional distress.
We could call a real lawyer.
I am a real lawyer.
No. Do you guys know how much real lawyers cost?
We could practice it ourselves. People do it all the time.
Yeah, and they lose. I don't want Alex to lose.
And besides, Iris is definitely lawyered up.
Whatever's happening, if she's got a lawyer or anything like that, we're not going down without a fight.
I had gone from casual partner to defendant in a matter of weeks. Worst of all, Sam was making me question my sexuality through all this.
Right, so this is a relationship contract dispute.
That is correct.
Help my blob.
Oh, here we go.
This contract is not just a document, it is a pillar of relationship harmony. Exhibit A for the case of structured love.
What exhibits?
It's Mia, what do you expect?
Exhibit B. Since this document was enacted, domestic disputes have reduced by 46%.
Wait. Is that a pie chart? That doesn't even make any sense.
It's artistic data visualization, Alice.
Nice pie chart.
Right, and your counter argument?
Your Honor!
Don't call me that.
Right, madam. Okay, listen, this contract is just a total nightmare. I mean, Clause 5C forced bear hugs!
Bear hugs on demand. Bloody hell.
Structure keeps love alive and free.
No. Caffeine keeps love alive and free, and if I stir my wrong, I'm violating the sanctity of the agreement.
Oh, where does that say? Clause 8C, page 14, subsection C. Yep, that's correct.
Are you hearing this?
Right, enough of this jiggery pokery. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever had to rule on. And last month I had a case in whether a neighbour's parrot was a co-tenant.
FYI, it does count as a co-tenant.
Look, there's nothing illegal about it. This contract stands, case closed. Someone get me a dram.
I don't think I want this anymore.
What?
I thought the contract would help, not this. I need structure. You need spontaneity. never work in the long run. I understand that now.
So you're breaking up with me because your contract worked too well.
Ironic, isn't it? No hard feelings, okay?
Yeah. No hard feelings.
You know, this floating thing is an official policy.
So, I told you I died, mentally, that is. And now I'm free to make my own bad decisions without legal oversight. Well, mostly.